Right now, we're in a mountain community above Naranjito in Puerto Rico, and take a look up here. This is where a home once stood, and you can see what's left of that home was blown off this hillside. In fact, there's a roof over here in this ravine. It's down there. When this area was hit by the hurricane, there was a tremendous amount of flooding. In fact, there's a road right over there. We understand that's a critical road in getting gas and getting supplies up to this area. For now, that road is impassable. Much of it collapsed. And you see a lot of those collapses happen with mudslides. That's a mudslide over there. There's a mudslide over here. All the foliage ripped off the trees.
That's NBC's Gadi Schwartz in Naranjito, Puerto Rico earlier today. This is tape we're just now getting in from this one rural community in Puerto Rico. Naranjito has, as Gadi was saying there, been largely cut off from the outside world since the storm hit a week ago. Its residents have had zero power and zero running water all week long. Residents have been walking up to 7 miles each day for gasoline to power generators. They say they've had zero sign of federal or local response or any assistance before today, when they saw the very first work start to clear mudslides that are blocking the access roads to this town. Joining us now by phone is Gadi Schwartz, who has been in Puerto Rico for 8 days now, reporting on the hurricane and its devastation that it's left in its wake. Gadi, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate your time.
Sure, no problem, Rachel.
So, can you tell us how you're able to get around and what you make of the sort of progress toward just physically being able to access interior Puerto Rico and these towns that have had such trouble getting aid?
Well, first things first, we start our day and we end our day thinking about gasoline, how much gasoline we have. We have to ration gasoline, and that means waiting in line, and sometimes those lines are hours and hours and hours long, as you've seen. So really how far we go in the island depends on how much gasoline we have and how much gasoline it will take to get us back. And that's something that all Puerto Ricans are dealing with. That is something that people think about when they need to go to town or when they need to not go to town, whether they're going to stay home, whether they're going to try to go to work, or whether they're going to go try to check on a loved one. And so gasoline is first and foremost on our minds, and then we go out. We've got some security guards that are really familiar with Puerto Rico, and they've been instrumental in getting us into some of these areas. Today, Naranjito and Corozal is where we wanted to go because we understood that they were cut off, and we were able to just make our way past that roadblock, and that's where you saw that video. But one of the striking things that we saw going up there was this crew, and earlier you were describing it as the kind of do-it-yourself help that is going on up there. We came across this road crew, and they had assembled from all different places, and the one that seemed to be supervising, she was a woman, and she was there telling the crews what to do. And I stopped to talk to her, asked her how her house was, and she said her home was destroyed, but she was an engineer, and this is what she did, and she needed to go out and she needed to help her island any way she could, and that's what she was going to do. She was going to try to work. And those long lines that we would see of gasoline, a lot of the people in those lines would be walking miles to get gasoline, and they were saying, look, we've got to go to work. At some point, we've got to go to work. We need money. We need to survive, and the next 4 or 6 months are looking very, very bleak for a lot of these people.
And looking at the scale of the devastation is gut-wrenching. Those stories about people doing everything they can to help and help each other is obviously a heartening scene, but with this kind of scale of devastation, we have to worry about how organized and systemic the effort is to get this relief, to get the roads cleared, to get aid distributed, to get people safe, to take care of the elderly and infirm. What can you tell us about how organized the overall response is?
Well, so this is something difficult because I think that it is part of the story. And in retrospect, we probably should have shot it because it's as important to the story as what's going on the outside. But there is an air-conditioned convention center where we've spent a lot of time trying to get briefings and figure out what's going on. And, for basically day that we spent there over the weekend, there were hundreds of people walking around in tucked in polo shirts with all kinds of different government insignia, and they're milling around for hours and hours and hours, so much so that the reporters that had gathered there and some of the people there themselves from the different organizations were like, well, we're not exactly sure what's going on. We're not exactly sure what we're doing. You know, we've got this meeting, we've got that meeting. FEMA's on the 3rd floor. We're supposed to be on the 2nd floor. And so it just seemed very, very disorganized, and it seemed like such a far cry from what was going on outside, and especially in the rural areas of Puerto Rico, where if you have gas and you have a car and you have the willingness to get out, you can find people in need very quickly. But this convention center was just filled with a lot of people that are obviously there because they would like to help, but just walking around, shaking people's hands and talking for hours.
Wow.
In this convention center that was air conditioned, while the rest of Puerto Rico is under this sweltering heat. No one has electricity, and people are waiting for an entire day just to get 3 gallons of gas.
Wow, that tracks exactly with what we heard from the San Juan mayor last night, talking about how heartened she is to see all the people there who want to help, and how frustrated she is that it's not actually a relief effort that is working yet. Gadi Schwartz, NBC's reporter on the ground in Puerto Rico. You've been there all week. Gadi, thank you for helping us understand. Keep us apprised. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks so much.
That's absolutely infuriating. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.